What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Arkansas moved on from the well-liked and highly thought-of Sam Pittman, but they have brought in a new young coach that people are really getting behind. Ryan Silverfield has a great resume, and fans are excited. Most importantly, though, Arkansas has gotten behind him in the NIL space. They have brought in a better roster and a lot of talent. Can't wait to see if Arkansas is able to turn this around. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. And David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag. But make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they've seen. So can he make plays? Can he make those guys miss and still be the engine of this offense? We've got a tremendous matchup today.
Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to scramble. Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Russell. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to run it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bulldogs offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a...
Turning it on! To the house! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Jackson will throw, using his feet to buy time. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wiley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Handoff for Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his target down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The play action fake. Under fire. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Russell. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Rifles it down the middle. Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Motion from the wide receiver. Got room at the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And you've got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The run inside. It's Russell. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. And Arkansas in that beautiful...
There's a crease. Smashes through the tackle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. In the red area, it's Russell. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal caps off his first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
Trying to beat the D deep. Upstairs, he's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Off play action. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
Now, a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge, letting him get some positive yards. He almost got in the end zone for the 2nd time there.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
To give, running right, it's Frazier. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Gets away to his left. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Right back to it. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Jackson gonna throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they're not on the same page there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
They booted away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Jackson will throw. Pressure coming. Gets away, still looking. Bulldozes his way through. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Now on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a whole new era for Arkansas now. Ryan Silverfield comes in as the head coach. Taylor Green, who had been a big playmaker at quarterback for the last couple of years, he's now gone as well. So I think this is an offense, David, that's going to be trying to find its identity early, and obviously the quarterback spot's going to be critical.
It's going to be critical, and here's the thing that you know about Silverfield. When he was at Memphis, like, they played fast. They had great offenses. How can they bring that now to Arkansas? In the SEC, against great defenses, he brings his OC with him over from Memphis. The offense is going to be a fun watch, and that's why Silverfield was brought here, because of his great background.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Under fire! And the third down pass is incomplete.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Bears the pressure. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it on the outside. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Working that left side now. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but his defense might get a little help from the officials here. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Jackson gonna throw it. Heaves it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. 1st down for this offense. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. The official says no good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Cavaliers looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime. One of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. On the move, he fires. Tosses it incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
To the air, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Running inside, it's Russell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense drags him down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Let's send the tight end in motion. To the air. It's Stockton. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. There he goes! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the option. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Ready to try the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Trying play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The screen, he can go. Push down for the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it way down the field. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. He goes right back to the air. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run inside. It's Russell. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Nice move there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. To throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the Georgia sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Holly. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Here's a give to Frazier.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his back in the middle. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right on the money. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 30. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's down at the 41, that's a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Off play action. Looking deep. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Trying to take it back. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get those plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. He's going to take off. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Speeding down the left side. The tap, scoop, and scored. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole, going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Gets rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Jackson gonna throw it, moving away from pressure. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. Really, look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Going for the marker on the ground. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Frazier. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It's third and goal and third and long. And they get him down.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Neil boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
And this is the beauty of getting in these 3rd down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice 3rd down execution.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's flat. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. As if it wasn't tough enough, now the delay of game penalty makes it third and longer. Trying to pick up a first down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from them.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.